Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. This is a special message for anyone that came across this. It's a reminder that you will succeed, that you will get rich, that your health will improve, that the right person will find you and everything will work out all of a sudden. That the strong belief you have in yourself can move mountains. So remember that, my friend. I want to remind you that the universe is not in a hurry. You often are. And when you find yourself hurrying, you become impatient. And when you become impatient, you become afraid. You start emanating fear out of you. And that's the reason you feel anxious, sad, and often disappointed. So I want to give you a few steps that will allow you to be in that energy of attraction, be in that energy of magnetism that allows you to change your life forever, to wake up inspired and to recognize that you deserve it all, that you are here to win big, that every single day your life can change forever in a positive way, that you are like that. There's a principle of freedom known in Hermetic principles, and it says that everything flows in and out, everything has its tides, all things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. That measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates, and it reminds us that life is moving in a certain motion. Sometimes we go up, sometimes we go down. But when we tend to go up, we feel excited, and when we tend to go down, we feel kind of scared and sad. But when we recognize that all this movement depends of our attitude we have towards it. So I want to remind you that everything in your life is moving in the direction of positive transformation for yourself. And if you know that like attracts like, what you're seeking is also seeking you, and what you want wants you back. This means all you need to do to start manifesting and attracting things you want in your life is first believe that what you want is possible for you. And I know this is the hard part for many people, but if you have this burning desire, as Napoleon Hill was talking in his book Think and Grow Rich, when you have a burning desire, it's not just desire like I want something. Burning desire means that you want it more than anything else, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. And to have a burning desire truly means that you will take time to find out what can you do to make it happen. And you will recognize what you need to do. You need to change your subconscious programming, your subconscious beliefs around it. You need to be crystal clear, and you need to learn how to raise your energy so it can become a part of your life. And when you recognize that you can allow yourself to have more fun, you can put yourself out there and it's not a scary thing to do, and that you already know more than you think, you will be able to leave your comfort zone and be excited for what's coming. So as like attracts like, recognize that what you want is possible for you. Recognize that what you're working on, you can come across ideas that will get you there. So whatever it is, it may be financial success, it may be changing your health situation, it may be something related to your relationships. You know you can't meet new people if you're staying at home all day long. You know you can't get richer if you're sticking to something that is not increasing your wealth. You know you can't get healthier if you're still doing things that make you unhealthy. So everything requires change, but most people never change because they don't believe that change is possible for them. So I want to firstly encourage you to look up for the possibility, and ask yourself, what do I see being possible for me? And then surround yourself with anything that will fit that faith, that will fit that belief. It may be books, it may be stories of success from other people, it may be, if you find people, go to them and interview them, ask them questions. You will recognize that just talking with them make you feel like you can do it as well. If you surround yourself with this kind of people, your mirror neurons will start copying the behaviors of others. You will recognize they're waking up earlier, they are working out, they are taking care of themselves, they're thinking big, and then they make great plans and they structure their days and they don't waste time. They recognize they're here to create, not to waste. So they are creators. And then you reflect on how much you're living your life like that. Are you wasting your time, or are you investing your time? Are you productive, or are you just doing whatever? Are you thinking more positively around what's possible, or are you focused on what's constantly falling apart and not going your way? That's how you recognize how much of these subconscious beliefs are actually supporting or not supporting your story. There's no magic to it, or actually everything is magic if you look at it that way, but you recognize that your subconscious makes approximately 98% of your decisions. So if between 40 and 98% of our decisions are based in our beliefs and our unconscious habits, we recognize that most of our days and most of our time is being decided by something that we're not even conscious around. And the best way to change it is firstly to become aware of how we are living our lives and how it makes us feel. And then we recognize that we still want to repeat that, because if there's a principle of freedom, everything moves, everything flows. We need to recognize that we still want to flow in this direction, because direction is a timeline. And timeline is a sequence of events that are unfolding. So when you decide to flow into new direction, you will change your timeline. But you need to decide to stick to it, because otherwise you will be jumping from one to another and then none can manifest. You will stay to what's the most familiar to you. So your subconscious mind decides how your life will be. And if you make sure that you will not allow to make a decision that is not in alignment with that highest possible timeline for you, the highest possible reality for you, you will recognize that soon you will become more aware of your decisions, of your choices than ever before. And then you just slowly start changing them. And you change them based by how much the choice is aligned with that future. For example, if you have a dream, a vision that you are a millionaire in that future few months or few years, you will recognize that today you can't focus just on something that makes you little money. You will focus on something that has a potential to increase in value. You will focus on something that will grow into something big. And maybe right now you don't know what it is, so you're researching. And if you're researching the market and you're researching the options, it means that you're already walking on this timeline. But as soon as you start questioning it and quitting on it, you fall back into what's the most familiar to you. So it's about sticking to that vision. And that's how you start reprogramming your subconscious mind. You keep learning skills only that can support this path of your vision. And you know that the right information finds you, you know that the right book finds you, you know that the right person at the right time that unfolds on this timeline find you. It's just everything connected to your choices. So you need to get crystal clear in order to get what you want. You need to know what it is you want first. Get extremely clear on what you want and why you want it. So to make sure of your desire, you need to look at it, think about it, visualize it, reflect on it, how it makes you feel. If that would be real, how would you feel? Where would you be? How would you describe yourself? Because all the energy in your field starts vibing the feeling as it's already real for you, as it's already possible for you. And that's what will help you to raise your energy. So when you become crystal clear around that thing. You will notice that you will slowly start letting go anything that doesn't support that. You will notice as soon as a belief comes that you can't have it, that you're not smart enough, that you're not good enough, you will slowly just let it go, because you will know that this is your only reality. This is your only reality. This is where I am walking towards. And then the most fun part in all this process is raising your energy. You recognize it's time to start acting as if what you want is already real. It's time to start walking as you already have it. It's like brainwashing yourself like you already have it, even though it's not real yet. It's real on the energy level. It's how you feel, how confident you feel in your body, what's your body posture, how you're treating yourself. Like if you want to lose some weight, let's walk like that process is already taking place. Let's raise your attitude towards yourself. I love myself. I'm not changing because I don't like myself. I'm changing because I love myself to such a degree that I deserve the best, that I want to give myself the best. That's why I want to lose some weight, if that's the thing for you. I'm raising wealth because I want to help my family, because I want to help my community. That's why I'm raising wealth, not because I don't feel enough right now. I'm raising wealth because I want to help more people. I'm reaching more people because I want to support more people, not because I don't feel enough or whatever. That's the change that most people don't recognize when it comes to raising your energy. It's the right attitude. Your attitude is what generates energy. So allow yourself to have more fun with that. Allow yourself to be creative when it comes to what you're working on, and know that the past can be changed. So don't be so stuck there. Don't be so stuck in what happened. You may say, yeah, but you can't know what I've been through. And most probably it was something really heavy, but it can be changed. You can only acknowledge it, learn from it, and know how to be better. If you know better, do better, like Maya Angelou said. And know that opinions don't define your reality. Whatever opinion you have, it doesn't need to define your reality. And when other people have opinions about your reality, those opinions don't need to define you. Make sure that you are defining your reality based by that vision that you have. Make sure that you're always defined by a vision, not by an actual reality. And sometimes it may feel like you're lying to yourself, but if you really believe in what you're working on, then you're not lying to yourself. Then you're just walking in vision. Basically, you're a visionary. When I had my first art exhibition, and when people are asking me, is it selling good? I was always saying, yeah, it's going really well. Like, I'm amazed how many people are buying my art, even though maybe I've sold 2 paintings. I was saying, like, it's going really, really well, and a few months later, my art started selling really, really good. And it's just the process of believing into ourselves before we actually see something. And if you understand that everyone's journey is different, you will stop comparing yourself with others. You will know that your journey is unique to you. And any type of manifestation process that worked for others, it's not necessary that it will work for you. That's why you need to be the one that is experimenting. You need to be the one that will find your own flow, your own technique, your own method that works for you. So know that your journey is unique, and you're here to experiment with the destiny. You're here to in tune with whatever resonates with you the most and experiment with it. Be the scientist of your life, right? And don't overthink why it shouldn't work, because overthinking will lead you to sadness. Overthinking will lead you to anxiety. Rather, raise your mood, you know? It's the science here. When our mood is lower, we start to be more analytical about everything. When our mood is higher, we become more creative. So when your mood is falling down, make sure you move yourself. You go outside, you change your place, you talk with someone, you do something you love to do, so you can raise your energy and become more creative about your life. Creativity puts you into the state of curiosity, and curiosity puts you into the state of researching, and researching puts you into the state of purpose. You have something to look for. And purpose will lead you to passion. You will soon find out something you're passionate about. And passion will lead you into the flow state where you will start implementing and trying and doing and becoming better at whatever you're doing. And that will just increase more flow in your life. So that's how you recognize that all the happiness and all the joy is always found within you when you decide to raise your energy, when you decide to raise your mood, to not be a victim of whatever is happening, but make a change, do something differently until your mood will improve, and you will find that all that was required was to shift patterns in your life a little bit, do things differently, focusing on something else, until you start to feel better. And when you feel better, you think better thoughts, you think greater thoughts. And that's where you recognize, okay, when I feel greater thoughts, I feel more empowered. When I think empowering thoughts, I feel even more empowered. And then I start to think about my future in terms of possibility, not in terms of limitations. And you just start to feel like a force supports you. There's just something that supports you. And sure, you can ask your guides, you can ask your ancestors to guide you on that path. But you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. And one of the most powerful forces on that journey are kindness, compassion, love, and gratitude. If you embody these 4 forces, kindness, compassion, love, and gratitude, you will notice that whatever you feel in this process will just become even more powerful. That's how every single day will become just better and better and better. And when you understand that everything moves in rhythms, you will know, well, sometimes you just feel a bit down and sometimes you feel a bit higher, you feel much better. It's all a rhythm, but if you stick to the plan, if you stick to this virtue of kindness and virtue of love and virtue of compassion and virtue of gratitude, you focus on what's growing, not just what's falling apart. You focus on what's okay, not just what's not okay. And what's not okay should be questioned, so you can raise your standards and stop repeating old mistakes, right? Keep questioning these things, but stay focused and intentional about what you want to unfold in your life. You understand that what goes around comes around, right? So if you start giving more of this positive attitude, more of this positive attitude will come to you, but it needs to be generous. Generous in being, generous in giving, and generous in doing, right? Be generous, my friend. And if you don't know how to be generous, read a book about it and practice it. But generosity truly comes from awareness, from being really stable in your body, being aware of who you are, and then being okay and grateful for who you are, noticing that who you are is a unique individual who is here on an incredible life's experience, who is creative by nature and who is willing to change for the greatness of everything, who's willing to become the change that you wish to see only because you want to experiment with what is possible. So everything always gets better with time. Please know that, my friend. Please know that, and understand that everything starts with an idea. It leads to thoughts, it leads to feelings, then you plan it a little bit, you make habits out of it, you commit even more until your lifestyle changes. And when your lifestyle changes, you become a new version of yourself. And when you become a new version of yourself, your reality will start reflecting that, because reality is like a mirror. It just mirrors back to you changes you've created within yourself. So when you feel your life is not changing, it's because you are not applying any new ideas, you're not changing your thoughts, so you're feeling same as before, you're not making any new plans, so you're not changing your habits, you're not committing to something new, so your lifestyle can't change. And I just want to encourage you have great ideas. I know you have them. We all have them. So reflect on great ideas that you have. Most of the time, if you don't believe in your ideas, it's because the first time a good idea found you, you haven't done anything on it. The second time it found you, you haven't done anything on it. The third time it found you, you haven't done anything on it. So because you never tried to do something great that you wanted to do, you never built up that muscle of self-trust, of believing that it's possible. But as soon as you apply a good idea, and I know you did it in the past, I know that it was a time in your past when an incredible idea for something found you, and you applied it, and it changed your thinking patterns, it changed the way you look on certain possibilities, and it made you feel more empowered, more encouraged, more excited. So you've designed certain plans, and you've changed your job, or you've moved to a new place, or whatever it was, and it led you to change in the way you are living your life. It changed your habits a little bit, so you become more committed to that idea, and that changed your lifestyle, and that changed your life. So my friend, know that you have a huge power within you, that you're powerful beyond measures, and that anytime you decide, you can change your life forever. So my friend, I hope you found great value in today's video. I'm sending you lots of love, and thanks to all of you for supporting my art in our Etsy store. I Draw My Passion, the link is in the description of this video. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community, where you can find some exclusive content and community chat and so much more. So go there, check it out. Until next time, one love.